Alright, we are back. Welcome back. Good times on my little break, a little stretchy stretch, walk about, cat inside, and now I'm going to play some more games. Hope you guys are ready. And here we go. We're off.
Is it true there's civil war on the surface, too?
Pretty much.
The social
You
strata
have come at a
quickly makes
difficult
itself
time.
evident no matter
Orzammar
where
is
one
ailing
goes.
for want of a king.
News of the hour. Questions remain as to Lord Balin's involvement in King Endrin's death. Possibility of patricide scandals shocking.
Patricide. Boy. Who dis?
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Diamond Mall.
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont's insinuations against Lord Balin revealed the truth. Could Harrowmont be the true cause of King Endrin's death? Shocking allegations.
And more today at 6 on your evening news. Live from Orzammar. Bunch of buildings here. This one, shaper it. Actually, let's go here.
And so
Or way backwards.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Oh,
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Right. Might be crazy.
well, all right.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I, don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
Kind of research.
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I could look for it. I'm a Grey Warden. I can
A
do
Grey
that.
Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days.
Heard
Yes,
that
if
too.
you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
We'll see. Codexes.
When I
Japer?
last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of
Zebor.
Memories.
That's a name. And how do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
I'm in a databank. Talk about Orzammar, Lord Shaper.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
What's the difference between an ancestor and a paragon?
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors. to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to Paragon. A Paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
Indeed. Bless me as well. And that's what Bronco was?
Branca is a paragon, now and into death. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
I think it's pretty useful. How do we get this caste system?
According to our legends, 7 brothers founded our empire. The youngest, Bloodlik, was the wisest and was chosen king. His children formed the noble caste. The eldest, Giachet, trained his sons to defend their king. They became the warrior caste. Shatgyar founded the artisans. Orzatyar forged our first swords. It was Orzammar who dug the mines that became our city's foundations. The twins Koapar and Noct both founded trading houses, but Noct was wounded in battle. On his recovery, he swore to serve his brother's sons.
What about the casteless?
The casteless descend from criminals and those repudiated by their own families, or who chose to go to the surface and live by human laws. They have no ancestors to guide them and no families to claim them. They should not have been born. Their parents defied their shame and brought cursed children into the world. It's better they die young.
Easy for you to dismiss them.
Their births are not recorded in the memories. In Orzammar, they do not exist. Is there something more pleasant you wish to discuss?
What does the Shaper of Memories do?
The Shaperate guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost ties. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad. Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
Maybe some of Orzammar's history.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
I need to get Shale. I forgot about the connection columns. How'd you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caradon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the Darkspawn. One golem is worth 12 dwarves in battle, but Caradon's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
Tig.
They are to us what a colony is to surfacers.
Hey, where's this Kal Sharok?
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
I wonder why.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden.
Yep.
Your presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
Alright, let's pick up this room and then go back and this XP and all this codex entry. course. And so I shall. Bye. Text. Oh, I thought Ranger was gonna make you know, I'm okay with this, but I thought Ranger was gonna be more like term. Hmm. Oh. Ability to renumber. It's okay. Let's go get.
Perhaps you should stand over
Go
there.
get Shale. Replace Alistair. Alright. What's the quickest way to get back? Oh, we can just do it here? Oh, fuck.
Oh, blast it, yes.
Save this. Chamber of the Assembly.
Warden,
Bartag.
welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Bartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
Treaty obliges Orzammar to send troops to the surface.
Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King.
Bimo.
That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Yeah, I was thinking almost literally the same thing. First time I've seen any dark armor the whole game. But I'm not the only one who's thinking that. Some way I can help.
My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harrimont for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests.
I thought King Endrin himself supported Harrimount.
That hurts worst of all. That Harrimont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger. however reputable that stranger might be.
What do I have to do to prove my intentions?
Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
There's someone you could report this to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harrowmont's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
Ants? What? Hold a distant relative over his duty?
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it?
Sure.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
We'll see. Big tunnel.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Jesus.
Enough! The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Yeah.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
Well, I don't think you would want to taste that. Grey Warden.
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
A blight is coming.
But it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The assembly is blind to all else.
Anyway, break the stalemate.
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Fuck. Go back over here. Just up, talk to this lady. On the other end of it.
For such a short
News of the
people, I do
hour.
rather like their
2 more
buildings
clans
tall.
endorse Lord Balin as the new king. Change in...
News of the hour. Lord Balin promises radical changes.
You have come at a difficult time.
Oh, it's not the one I thought it was.
years tomorrow.
What's this? Huh? What's your quest? Or Grace and Helmi. That's not
Get
them.
over the tapsters and drown yourself.
You have come at a
No one
difficult
will allow
time.
you, that's how this all
Orzammar
ends.
is ailing for want of a king.
I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teach. Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman. Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled. Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branca. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
What happened?
All Mino's son said was how unlikely it was that a bunch of Smiths would return safely from the deep roads. Which is true. Ancestors preserve us. That's what the warrior caste is for. But Ogren claimed it was an insult to a paragon. Next thing, they're in a duel to first blood to defend Branca's honor. Then Ogren starts screaming and runs him through.
Know what you just said they were doing?
Scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
And he cares so much about Branca because
She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
he was married to that drunk?
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith. And Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
Why'd she go to Deep Roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked if found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
Alright, I should be going.
Did you see
I know the
any
answer to those
guardsmen?
questions.
Tell him Ogren was
Is
out
it
of
stereotype? Okay, seriously, this is the person
You
I'm
have
supposed to
come
talk
at a
to, right?
difficult time.
No.
What
This
do
is
you
the
want?
one.
Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
That's me. Yes, I am Pepper.
It's fascinating the surface has an entire order dedicated to fighting Darkspawn. Down here, that's just what fighting means. But I'm sure it's more difficult on the surface. It
Yeah.
must be much harder to find them.
Yeah, the textures clip and do some weird stuff. Are you Lady
I
Dace?
am. And what business would you have with me?
You'll be voting on the next
Now, is
game.
that an attempt to cozen me into revealing my choice, or are you simply making small talk? It's so hard to tell with you surface types. You're all so charmingly direct and artless.
I noticed you didn't answer.
Yes, I am a member of the Assembly, a Desher. I will be one of 80 nobles of purest blood to pick our sovereign king. If you're asking me where my vote lies, I'm forbidden to tell until the stones are cast.
I want to look at these
Well,
papers.
this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Okay. I'll take it
He
to
is
him.
leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient Tig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
How will I
He was
find him?
searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go?
Yep, sure.
So Balin's victory means
Right
enough
now.
for you to risk your life. How interesting.
How interesting. That wasn't condescending sounding at all. I feel like we're missing something back here that I wanted to check on. Yeah, we want to talk to Balin. Or his first, at least. I'm actually not even going to talk to Haramon at all. I should have saved before I entered here. And again. But I hear the sound, but I don't see what's being opened by stepping. Kind of. You there.
The prince values your support.
What the fuck? That's somebody? Over there. Nice textures.
See, the Grey Wardens know the rightful king in Orzammar.
This is the throne of Orzammar. Free stuff in here, I guess. Oh, no, no, no. I didn't save. That'll be fine. Take the vial. Breaks in your hand. Every time. Why do I trust it to not do that?
I shall do it.
Oops. Why is it killing her? Taunt it! Wait, why didn't she summon her wolf? This Revenant hits fucking hard. There we go. That was a tough one.
Lovely.
Those potions back at least. All of them. You save again.
I'll do it.
Love letter. Let's see. That one. That. Dear Sir John, your administrations, while well-intentioned, hold no promise. Do not despair, for it is not you, it is me. I require your John letter. I require an interval to acquaint myself with the personage you awaken. Certain we can maintain an amiable accord, and that engagements with our mutual associations will not be awkward.
As you desire.
Good job, team.
Good on you, Warden. Caught them in the act. Guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
That just popped up out of the ground right in front of me.
Thanks again, Warden.
I'll get a reward? Other than loot? Fuck. Can't open this door. Looks like I can open it.
Lovely.
Okay, I guess I can't.
What would you like?
What was wrong? Open this door. Never mind then. Let me
No
in.
one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
Don't have one. I'll leave. Tell me what to do.
Lord Harrowmont, said to have kicked Castle.
Legion of the Dead sighted battling Darkspawn near...
Go. To the comments. game, maybe?
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments. I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses. What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
You get out of here. This is private business.
Okay. Sounds good. It's like extortion.
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar.
Especially now that I'm here.
Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carter's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Are you sure about that?
What? I'm thinking I do.
Oh, really? Well, that's the last mistake you'll ever make. Kill this one. Jesus. Where are we on? That one's almost done.
What have you done? Great ancestors, he's dead! In my store. I have to get out of here. I have to hide. Jarvia will hunt me down for this.
What do you know about this Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. I wouldn't be surprised if her men come after me in the Diamond Quarter itself.
Well, guess I should go now. No. What do you know about her, Carta?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
Children as well? You go that far?
Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Actually, we shouldn't be talking here. I need to run.
Okay, well. Place.
Fine.
Filling some health pots is... No wonder you can't fucking make any money. You had nothing in here to loot. Do a proper save. Paragraphs, comma. Oh god, 2 paragraphs. That's like
Yes, Warden. What is it?
50 words. Most. Nothing new to say, okay.
The Swamp Witch has a great deal in common with my former master.
The Swamp Witch. How original.
The Swamp Witch has the same arrogance, the same air of cruelty. I would hate for it to have possession of my control rod, if it still worked, of course.
Let me tell you what you can do with your control rod, Gollum.
Is it telling me that if the rod did work, that it wouldn't want control over me?
I wouldn't go so far as that. I could, for instance, command you to go and jump in a lake. A very deep lake.
It fools no one. The Swamp Witch would control everything if it could. It would have us all dancing on its strings.
Organ?
Oh,
Rebuttal?
you know me too well, Gollum. Your revealing gaze has laid me bare.
I will be watching the Swamp Witch. It must not be trusted.
Now you're beginning to sound just like Alistair.
That was a harsh insult. Loading. See the load screen. Varric?
Can you believe how many families are supporting Baron? The highlight of underground existence, I take it.
Watch for Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the 1-season record.
I don't know, isn't that nice?
I'm telling you, Piotr will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
Eitzel.
If you're looking for seats, speak with a guardsman.
Good day, stranger. Welcome to the proving arena. We're still closed until the fighters make their preparations, but come back this afternoon if you want to watch the show.
Yes, you can, Neil. Well, what's approving?
Oh, I forget you surfacers do things so differently. The provings are where the best fighters in Orzammar prove their worth and the worth of their houses. Provings can also settle matters of honor. Whoever wins receives Valos Atreidum, the ancestors' blessing. Whoever loses is deemed unworthy. All judgments in the ring are final.
Except they're not slaves, they're conscripts, or... Well, they kind of are. Just in a different way. Is a proving happening today?
Prince Balin called a citywide proving this afternoon to honor King Endrin's memory. All the best fighters in Orzammar will face each other in sight of the ancestors and win honor for their champions.
Alright, yeah, sounds like I'll come back for
Enjoy
that.
our grand city.
Good thing, buddy. Go out here.
As you just...
If there's anyone else we need to talk to without zoning in or out of anywhere. graphical glitches are the
I'm
weird.
wondering, Morgan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
Oh, no. I'm on my way.
Maker,
Oh, no.
I never
Okay.
expected to see you
Oh.
back. Is there something you seek?
Just passed through. Sorry. Forgot I didn't care.
Like to buy something, I hope. I want that surface wealth coming back to us, Balin's ascension willing. I'll take...
Here? Yes, I need.
Did you see that fight? In the old days, those men would have been trying to claim the Legion of the Dead.
You're back? I'm guessing you haven't left yet.
No, I'm not leaving
Well, I've
until
waited
this election
19
fixed.
years. Another
Month? God.
A Trust Valar, stranger. Here for armor or conversation?
Do you have a daughter named Dagna?
Aye. Has she been bothering you? It's a whiff of surface stink, and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go.
Hasn't been any bother.
Oh, good. Well, let me know if she does trouble you any.
I'd like to help her study with the mages.
Do you even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the surface, she forfeits her caste. She'll never be able to marry or work in Orzammar again. Dwarves don't do magic. Dagna knows that. It's just a childhood fantasy that dies hard.
Die hard.
Please, if you see her, send her back and let me talk some sense into her.
Fast. We'll talk to her.
Of course.
Uh-oh.
You're back? I'm guessing you haven't left yet.
Brother doesn't want you to go to the
You
circus.
talked to him? Of course he won't let me go. He wants to sell me off for the highest dowry. I don't care if I lose my caste. I'll stay on the surface forever.
Why are you so interested in magic anyway?
Here in Orzammar, we're surrounded by stone and tradition and more stone. Nothing ever changes. But to break every natural law by thinking about it, to dream and walk in a realm where everything you think comes true, I can't imagine anything more wonderful.
Okay.
I'll be waiting.
I wasn't expecting you back. I guess you realize this is about the only fun in Orzammar?
Got news about Harrowmont.
Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And we'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day.
Why vote for him if you didn't want the
I
land?
actually thought he was the better candidate. You must think I'm pretty soddy naive, huh? They're all the same, well-dressed, blood-sucking cave ticks. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
Well... Ogren.
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Great. Someone saw you talking to Vartag Gavorn, and now it's all over that you've been doing dirty errands for Balin. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest.
All the rest of who?
Power-hungry deep lords. The only real concern they have is whose ass gets the throne. You don't have to play dumb, Warden. Their lackeys only come to me when they want something. Well, if you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her.
I know who she is. We're skipping
Why
through
do
this.
you care? I know
I have to ask questions you already know the answers to.
A little blessing from the ancients' technology, and he's assured the throne. Is that it?
I genuinely want to help you.
Late. But it's a nice gesture, Warden. If you think your boot kissing will get you an in I don't have, you're welcome. I know both Harrowmont and Balin have been asking about her. 2 years without a peep. If you find out what they know, it might just put me a step closer to finding her. Sod off, Duster.
Fuck you too.
The deep roads aren't for the faint of heart.
Did you need something else, Warden?
Looking for someone?
Maybe I can help.
But
He should... Did you need something else, Warden?
Looking around.
Certainly, Warden.
Well, in that case... This is where we're going to save. Go to the Dust Town tomorrow. Resume. And yeah, just going to wrap up today's stream. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and really appreciate it. Let you know that tomorrow we'll be streaming the same general time as any other day. If you're not already following and got notifications turned on, do that, or check us out on Twitter. Post there every day, all kinds of weird stuff. And yeah, that's the plan. Thanks again. We'll be back tomorrow, and have a good day. Take care. Peace.